You know that feeling when you wake up just a few minutes before your alarm goes off? I did that today. 3 minutes. Felt great. Woke up naturally. I'm not late. All good. Except I did fall asleep again and now it's like an hour later. But still, it started out well. Okay, so bags are now packed. Well, they're as packed as they can get because I don't feel like I've got everything. I feel like I've forgotten a lot of things, but that's the problem with forgetting things. I don't know what I've forgotten. I will have a chance to get some more things before I leave later this afternoon and tomorrow morning because we're leaving tomorrow daytime, basically. So I'm heading down to Joe's now with a suitcase, 2 backpacks, a toiletries bag, and an emergency bag for the car, like the RAC breakdown kit, the thing that's required by law in France, which I didn't realise it also includes bulbs, like actual headlight bulbs. Like, I know I go on about this bloody emergency kit that's by law in France, but it's a really good idea. Like, if that was something that we could generally enforce in the UK, like that was actually something that didn't just get forgotten about or whatever, like if it was legitimately the law, then I think that'd be really good. There's a number of cars you see during the winter with one headlight on, and it's like, well, if they got pulled over so you've got no headlights, put a spare in, and they have to do it there and then, that's so much safer, isn't it? It's just genuinely better. But as it stands now, they're like, yeah, no, I didn't realise it's gone, I'll go get it sorted tomorrow. And that's fine here. And then they don't, and then it's dangerous. So it's unusual to me that they have all these laws in France, but like, I fully support them. I think they're a great idea. But that is the least of the sort of the worries because I've got all that ticked off again. I will have to try and work out how to drive in France because I'm going to be doing that. I've got to make sure I get the map planned out today. I'll get Google Maps downloaded it, hopefully, so it saves to the device. Try and find a way to mount it in Joe's car because I'm not driving this car because it's electric and it'll be a nightmare doing it in France. I've got a lot of things still to sort out, but in terms of what I need to take from my house for the journey, I think I'm okay, but we'll see, won't we, I suppose. Anyway, I need to get the windows down because it's 28 degrees at the moment. I'm melting my face off. Windows down, pedal down, radio up. Let's do this. Alright, so first part of the journey done. I'm down here now near Joe's, just charging the car up as per usual, and I'm going to hit the shop behind me, the supermarket, to get some last minute supplies. Face wash, shampoo, underpants. I'll talk you through it when I get there, hopefully. But the main priority, as you probably guessed, which is classic for me, I gotta pee, real bad. Well, shopping trip to one side, like I'll come back to that very shortly, but before then, I was going to tell you about, I just met a guy, like, it was true love, no, but no, I just met a guy who came up to me when I was charging the car, because I was having some issues getting it working. I got to about 90% and it started giving that charging failed error again, so I sort of left it to see what would happen. And the car seemed to carry on working, it seemed to restart charging again, which was fine. But the fans were really struggling, like the cooling fans kept sort of stuttering out and I wasn't really sure why. So I thought maybe I'll try opening the bonnet just to let a bit of air get to it, and that seemed to be okay. And whilst that was working fine, it didn't give an error message, the charge was ticking up 93, 94%. And then the machine cut out, the actual charge point died, like the screen went black, no power coming to it, and then the car was saying check connections, like it'd been unplugged, or partially unplugged. So at this point, while I'm staring at this black screen with my bonnet open, a guy comes to me and says, is it bust? I'm like, what? I'm like, is it bust? And I was like, oh, this one looks like it is, but the other one was still lit up, so I'm about to move over to there to plug it in. And he goes, oh, well, when you moved, I'll tell you a story then. I've got a leaf. And I was like, oh, sweet, okay, yeah, sure, please do, because I'm quite interested in this. So I moved over to the other point, and the guy was pointing out the notice that had been displayed on the post next to the charge point, which has been up for a few months now. And I might have mentioned it in a vlog a long time ago, but basically it says that the council has plans to get rid of the whole car park, which will also include those charge points. Oh my god, I'm so sweaty in here with the windows down. Christ, it's 31 degrees. Anyway, this guy says he apparently spoke to a guy from Engini who owned the charge points, who was at the points a couple of weeks back. And the guy was apparently turning on the charging point, so I charge this time, I don't mean electrical, I mean monetary. He's turning on the payment point of it. And the guy said apparently it's going live from next Monday. It'll be £4 per charge again. So they tried that for a week and it stopped working again. Now it's going to be turned back on from Monday, he says. But that's like not the worst news he had. Apparently the council, they've been talking to Engini knew nothing about it. The company who put the points there knew nothing about the fact that they're getting rid of them. And they've talked about it, and apparently then they may have to relocate them to Macclesfield, I think it was, so basically too far away for me to use, which is going to be really, really annoying. But there's a chance that they can get them to stay there if enough people plead to the council to keep them there. So basically I'm going to try and find the council website and send a request to, keep them there because they're really, really useful. Because if they move, that will definitely make it more difficult for me to get to my girlfriend's house and back again. So that's definitely something to look into. But apparently they were offered 3 sites. Engini were offered 3 out of 4 locations. Well, they offered 4 locations, but they take 3 of them. and for some reason they chose Congleton over the arguably larger Macclesfield, but I'm glad they did. But basically, because that sign on the post has now been up for 3 months, apparently basically they can take that sign down and at any point decide that, right, today's the day we're pulling the trigger now, you've got 14 days to get rid of the charge points. So Engenie are pissed that they're about to potentially have to just be given 2 weeks to remove these points, which although they're not making any money from them right now, they are obviously, someone's funding it, so they must be like making something from it. And then they obviously, there are people that are building a name up there, they're getting more reputation out there. People are using Engenie points and not Pod Point or Chargemaster or any other branches, you know? So Engenie really want to keep them there, but worst case scenario, they have to move them to Macclesfield, which is pretty bad for me. So yeah, that guy was like a whole plethora of knowledge, his wealth of information. And yeah, nice guy too. He kept apologizing for boring me. I was like, yeah, no, generally this is fascinating. Please keep talking. But anyway, I've been to a supermarket and they had some of the things I needed, but not all the things I needed. So I'm going to wander into Tesco now, which is just around the corner. But fucking hell, it's hot in here. Oh, and the end of the story there, by the way, I managed to get to 95% charge, which isn't exactly the best, but it's plenty. So it'll get me home if needed. However, I don't know how much charge I'll lose over the course of the next week and a half whilst I'm not here. I don't know how much will just naturally degrade, because batteries do that. They don't stay full when they charge them. I shouldn't lose much, but hopefully whatever I do lose is still enough to get me home in a week and a half's time. But I'll cross that bridge in a week and a half. My God, I'm so sweaty. Yeah, this is packing. This is definitely packing. Working really hard to make sure we're fully packed. Oh, thanks. Oh, yes. I'm not hungry. Okay, so preparation wise, still a little bit away. I haven't actually finished doing anything I really wanted to. I got this bag here which has most of the clothes in. Pants, shirts and t-shirts. Then this bag here, which is my normal bag, that I didn't actually sort through. I didn't actually look what's in here. I just added more to it. So yeah, my Huel stained. That looks awful. Doesn't it? Looks really gross. I promise it's Huel. I've got my normal little baggies that have little things in, and then I've got just headphones, a hat. I added like some odd bits and bobs to it, but I haven't really sorted through to make sure it's all okay. I also did bring my camera from the car, and I've got various like mounts and things in here, including this cool car charger. So I plugged into the car bit, and I've got 2 ports for USBs, and it's battery powered inside too. So you can, oh bloody hell, it's got a light on it as well apparently. And it stores charge itself too. I don't even see the light there, but those green bits have lit up now. So this is actually got battery pack in it too, which is quite useful, hopefully anyway. So I think I'm okay car-wise. I've just got to actually make sure I set it up and get it built into the car. And this bag in here is one I got from the supermarket. So I've got some more pants because I don't think I packed enough pants. In fact, I didn't pack any, did I really? This bag down here is the bag that has pants in, but it's only got like 6 or 7 pairs. It's also got a lot of electronics in there. So that's one of my, the projector, plug socket adapters, that kind of thing are in there. My laptop is also in this bag, I think. I've got a ring in this one. My little one is in this one. I think the big one's in that one, I think. Then pants are in here. No, that's the wrong way, this bag. Socks are in here. I've got some drinks, pack of 4 Monster for £2.75, bargain. Got coffee, soap and sweetener for when we get there. And I got a little bag of fuzzy brushes because they look fucking mental. Look at these things. Chewable toothbrush. It's not gum, it's like plastic, but it's a toothbrush, just stick in your mouth and brush it. I don't know. We'll give them a go one day. So I think I've got a lot of things ready. The things I still need to do is plan the route. I've not properly managed to actually look at how I'm going to go through France and get that printed, because if my phones don't work, if the signal doesn't work, if the route stops working, if I can't get it mounted, if all that stuff fails, to be fair, any of those things fail, I need a backup. I need a contingency, and that would be a hard printed version of step-by-step instructions. So that's what I need to do. And if you hadn't worked it out, right now, it is already the next morning. It is tomorrow. It is the day after. It's the day we leave. I'm heading down very shortly. Because classically me, I did kind of forget to end the video off yesterday. I forgot to vlog basically. Once I got here, I recorded a bit of eating food, and that was basically the entire video once I got here. So my bad. I'm very sorry about that. Hopefully this little recap will make up for it a little bit, but it is now time for me to end this video up here so I can start the actual video of today. And it is all go all the time. Plenty of video recording, plenty of things to do. We're planning on leaving quite soon to get the car valeted, then come back to fill it up with all our junk, and then to put the stickers on and light changes and all sorts, then drive down all of the UK to get to the coast, where we can get a hotel there, stay overnight there, to get up early the next morning. It's a whole mess of junk. There's so much going on. But anyway, Hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you have, a like rating is very, very appreciated. Hopefully this guy's going to go away soon, but we'll see about that tomorrow too. At 7 PM, of course, UK time, and I'll see you then. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.